Hey everybody, welcome back to War Buddies. We hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas season this year, and welcome to the first ever annual War Buddies Wrecksmas special for Riot Quest. That's right, we're doing a Riot Quest episode, mostly because I'm still building a bunch of terrain for Fallout and painting up a bunch of miniatures for War Machine and Warcaster, and life's really busy right now. But what I can do is take some time to try out Riot Quest and see how you guys like the episode. So, not much of a lead in there. If you don't know how to play Riot Quest, in the description below there will be a link to the official Privateer Press tutorial, which is really straightforward. It's a very simple game, very fun, and I've enjoyed painting up the models, so let's throw them on the table, see what happens. And welcome one and all to the Wrecksmas Ring. This is the pre-grudge match, because no matter who loses, they are not going to get over it anytime soon. Let's meet our contestants. Eiryss, Fortune Hunter of Ios, and the Mayhem Crew. Balthazar Banfist. He came to punch face and chew gum, and he doesn't know what gum is. GUBBIN. His fireworks are outlawed in 6 nations, and he's out to make it 7. Sir Dreyfus. He's going to kill you, but he'll do it politely. And Des. She will not do it politely. Captain Crawtooth and the Crawtoothers. Crawtoothers. The Terrorizer. No one knows where he comes from. All we know is he ain't going back. GORMAN the Mad. It's pretty much what it says on the box. Flugwug. Underneath that cute and squishy exterior is a cute and squishy interior. Stygius. We're sorry, the doctor is out of his mind. All right, welcome everyone to the Wrecksmas special. Give you a look at the setup for today. We're using the Thunderhead Fortress mat. It's one of the classic Riot Quest maps. Our treasure deck today is from the Winter Wasteland box set. The bounty deck is going to be from the Mayhem Crew, the original starter set. Our Riot gear draw was completely random out of the deck I've accumulated to both sides. So the Mayhem Crew is packing a medicinal stew, bang rounds, echo displacer, galvanic repulsor, and magnetic gloves. Meanwhile, the Crawtoothers are packing a time bomb, transmutation elixir, homing beacon, walled assistant, and a brain in a jar, because of course they are. You're gonna skip right to the priority roll or the roll for setup. The Mayhem Crew gets 5, and the Crawtoothers get 4. So first setup and first move are going to go to the Mayhem Crew. But before we start spawning heroes, we have shuffled the decks. Let's get ourselves a treasure card. We're going to have the Perilous Chest. This one is, advantage goes to gunners. That is this little chest. We got the little tokens painted up like yesterday, so we're in good mood. And that is going to spawn on the 1. Where's the 1? Perilous Chest is in play. Our bounties are going to be Wasteland Mugging. If you are adjacent to an enemy, you can rig to rob the enemy, in which case you steal their loot and get 1 victory point. And Bullseye. After any modifiers, if a hero rolls exactly as many strikes as either of the target's defense values, you can claim 1 victory point for that bounty. Mayhem Crew chooses to spawn Eiryss first because leader's in the front. She's going to the 4. It is right here at the back. We'll put her up front. Captain Crawtooth right behind her. He's going to the 2, which is right over here. Bring Des out next, hoping for a 1 or a 6 to get close to that chest. And she gets a 2. She'll be hanging out with Crawtooth. By hanging out, I mean she's going to go, so here. Terrorizer spawns in next at the 4. Probably not great news for Eiryss there. Going against Sir Dreyfus on the 5. It's a whole objective spawn point to himself for now. Dr. Stygius on the 1. Well, he's going to go here. He doesn't get the rig bonus to raid the chest or the raid bonus on the chest, but he might like it anyways. So everyone is bunched up right now. We don't want to bring out GUBBIN just yet, so Banfist, cocked eye, coming in on the 1, so he'll be hanging out with the good doctor, or whatever kind of doctor he is. And then finally Flugwug coming in on the 3. He is also by himself. That gives us a decently good spread there, all around the map. And that will send us into round 1. Right off the bat, Bamfist is going to try to rig in order to mug the Doctor while his back is turned. Not sure you're going to want whatever you find in those pockets, but good luck, buddy. Roll 3 blue die. He's looking for 3 or more strikes to succeed. And he succeeds. Mayhem Crew gains 2 loot tokens, and the Crawtoothers can't lose any, so they don't. 1 victory point for Mayhem Crew. Having happily looted his new friend, Bamfist is now going to punch him in the back of the head? Hump? He's going to punch him right in the hump. And you thought this was a family show. He gets 3 blue die. He's only going to use 1 action die for his Mecha Fist, trying to hit a 3/4 for Stygius. He does not hit a thing. I assume because his hands are full of all the gold coins and empty syringes that were in Stygius' pockets. You will now move 1, 2, 3 around the back. Sorry, Doc. And he will spend a die to raid the chest. And the winning combination is gain 4 loot tokens, bringing the Mayhem Crew up to 6 tokens. Before his turn is out, he will equip himself with magnetic gloves for 1 coin because he is a specialist with Tinker. Very bold play there from Balthazar. Bamfist has now used 4 of his team's 6 dice, but let's see how well it paid off. Jump into the Crawtoothers. Our next treasure is going to be the King's Chest. Rose can raid it for free. Where's the King's Chest? There we go. And let's spawn it onto the 5, which appears oh so conveniently right in front of Flugwug. Our other bounty is going to be Brain Snatcher. Place a Cortex token on a random treasure beacon. At the end of your turn, if you control at least 2 heroes adjacent to it, and more heroes adjacent to your opponent, you claim 1 victory point. Treasure beacon of choice is the 4. So here's Eiryss and the Terrorizer. Here's 4, and there is the Cortex. Putting the Mayhem Crew decently close to picking it up, but they also only have 2 dice. And Flugwug's going to do what Flugwug does best. He can raid treasure chests up to 3 spaces away, and he is a rogue, which is the kind of chest we need, or the kind of character we need. So he's just going to automatically raid it for free. The winning loot is gain 3 loot tokens and swap the positions of any 2 models in play. Interesting. And Flugwug is going to choose to swap Dr. Stygius and Sir Dreyfus. We're going to suddenly, in a flash of magic and weird frog stuff, appear in each other's places. Like the happy little guy he is content with that. So Crawtoothers finish their turn, technically having spent no dice. Start of the Mayhem Crew's turn, we're going to flip a treasure. The Mystic Chest. Specialist can raid it for free, and it is going to appear on the 6. On the 6, there it is. Very pretty chest. On the 6. Eiryss, right off the bat, is going to choose to go next. She is going to spend 3 loot, taking them down to 2 remaining, to equip herself with bang rounds. It's going to give her +1 power die on her ranged attacks, and they get the beat back rule. She will then turn, pistols loaded with obnoxiously large ammunition, and try to shoot the Terrorizer in his face. This seems like the best place to shoot him. We need a 2/6 to hit. If we can get exactly a 2 or a 6, then we will score the bullseye bounty. And that's a 7, so bad news, no bounty. Good news, super damage. Going to beat back, she can now move him 2 spaces. And according to her Swift Hunter rule, she can move herself 3 spaces since she hit. 1, 2, 3, and will end up next to the Cortex. Speed 4, that puts the Terrorizer just out of range to threaten this Cortex over here, which is good news for the Mayhem Crew, and she'll hang on to the last action die for the team, passing it back to the Crawtoothers. Dr. Stygius is going to go next. He's going to activate his Psychic Assault, range of 4, try to scramble up Eiryss a little bit. Going to put 2 action die into this, trying to hit 4 or 5. Oh, that's good news. That's exactly 5. That is super damage on Eiryss, so she goes from 3 health down to 2, or down to 1. That also scores bullseye, 1 point for the Crawtoothers. And more importantly, because of Psychic Assault, he gets to roll a power die. And if he gets a super strike, Eiryss has to put her final action die onto her card. Super strike, super strike. No dice. The Doctor is feeling very pleased with himself, so he's going to shuffle over, spending one more die to move, and call it a day. New bounty for the round. Maybe. Look, a death trap! Oh boy. Set up trap token in the center of the arena. Om nom nom. Center of the arena. If a hero is ever in the same space as a trap token, the hero is immediately knocked out. At the end of your turn, you can move the trap token one space. If you are adjacent to it, you can rig, in which fighters and scouts get the bonus. Meanwhile, the Mayhem Crew has gotten kind of shoved all up to the north side, so Dez is going to completely lose patience and start shooting. He's going to shoot at Crawtooth, hitting on 2, 5. 2 it is, 1 damage on Crawtooth. And she will knock him 2 spaces towards the death trap. Since it's the end of the Mayhem Crew's turn, they will advance the death trap 1 space. Terrorizer is going to activate. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, spending 1 die to hustle. But thanks to the beat back earlier, he is out of range to actually do much. So he will take out his frustrations with his pistol. I say his pistol, he's got like 2 blunderbusses that are the size of, small howitzers. Trying to hit 4 or 5 on Eiryss. 4 is enough. She has 1 health left. Eiryss into the cooler. Unfortunately, that means that bang rounds are no longer in play. At the end of the Crawtoothers' turn, they'll advance the death trap to here. Since Mayhem Crew has already spent all their action die, it's going to go back to the Crawtoothers for their last single die. First thing they're going to do is spend 2 loot tokens to equip a brain in the jar to Captain Crawtooth so he can rig without spending an action die. He's then going to move his 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and is going to attempt to rig the death trap. It's for free because brain in the jar. 3 it is, the death trap is disabled. And I have to assume is now tied to the end of his fishing hook. There's 2 more points for the Crawtoothers, plus a scrap card for dropping Eiryss, bringing them to 4 points. That is it for round 1. Current score, Mayhem Crew 1 point, Crawtoothers an astounding 4. Terrorizer's kind of on his last leg. Legs, plural, whatever. So we'll see if the Mayhem Crew can bring it back. First, let's see if Eiryss makes it out of the cooler. She does. And priority rolls for round 2. The Mayhem Crew gets 3 strikes. The Crawtoothers get 3 strikes as well. This wouldn't be a John Battle Report if I didn't have to look up a rule. In the event of a tie, we just re-roll. So Mayhem Crew, 2 strikes. Crawtoothers, more than 2 strikes. Crawtoothers' turn. Throwing out a new bounty? Maybe. Bullet Magnet. You need a turret token on a random treasure beacon. You can rig to break it, in which case you get 2 points. If you try to rig and fail, it shoots everyone within 2 spaces. Lovely. Random treasure beacon. Number 6. No, that one's occupied. And so is the 4, it looks like. The 5. Where's the 5? Oh boy. Crawtooth, don't look behind you, but you might have problems. Crawtooth's turns can be very simple. Terrorizer is going to hustle, as Terrorizer does. And now that the Crawtoothers have 2 heroes adjacent to the Cortex token and more than their opponent, they score the token. Stygius puts it into his deep and endless pockets. And that is Brain Snatcher, so 1 more point for Crawtoothers, bringing them up to, 1, 2, 3, I can do math, 5. Mayhem Crew is going to bring out old Gubbin out of the 2. With maniacal laughter and the unsettling sparking of fireworks, Gubbin has entered the field. Dreyfus, sensing his moment is nigh, is going to move 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. He will then spend another die to take the leap action, placing himself within 2 spaces of his current position, and try to rig the turret. Almost forgot the bounty card. Wreckface, looking for someone who raids a treasure chest and causes super damage to an enemy during the same turn. Gets Wreckface. Auto priority right now, Dreyfus is here for Bullet Magnet. So he will heroically stab the turret with his lance and high bind his shield. Does get the rig bonus because he is a guard. So looking for 3 strikes. Come on. Oh, that's bad news. It spins around, firing bullets like a fire hose, will deal 1 damage to Sir Dreyfus and 1 damage to Crawtooth. And to make up for his inaction, he's going to spend 1 more die, bringing him to 4 die spent, to fire an electrical bolt at Crawtooth. Crawtooth is 2-5, but he's up to 3-6 for being in cover. We only get these, but we only have to roll 3 strikes. How hard could that be? Here we go. Nope. Hard miss. Mayhem Crew's having a tough time of it. Let's jump over to the Crawtoothers. Flugwug just has to be very heroic because he is a hero. Moving up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And he will raid this chest with his sticky tongue. And the winner is 1. Gain 4 loot tokens and look at the top card of the bounty deck. And then either return that card to the top or place it on the bottom. 4 loot tokens, taking us to a total of 5 for the Crawtoothers. And the next bounty up is Get Lucky. 2 or more super strikes on any roll. Yeah, we'll leave that one on top. This one's not too bad. And Flugwug will attempt to sticky tongue at Dreyfus. He's gonna need 6. Total of 6 in order to actually drop him, in order to get super damage. But if he does, they will pick up an immediate 2 points for Wreckface. It's all they need to win, so Flugwug stacking on 2 action die, hoping to see 6 strikes for the win. Not quite, 4 strikes. Over to the Mayhem Crew, we're gonna spawn a new treasure chest. We've got the buried chest. This one's for scouts. It is appropriately kind of buried. It will spawn up on the 4, which is, well, it's now free. GUBBIN's gonna have his moment to shine. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then throw too many explosives, or just the right amount of explosives, at Captain Crawtooth. Captain Crawtooth is in cover, so he's a 3-6 right now. Because of the explosion, GUBBIN's roll is also going to hit everyone around him, which includes Flugwug, who is a 5-6. Hoping for big money, too many explosives. Hey, you forgot to light the fuse there, buddy. That's the 2nd dead roll that we've seen for the Mayhem Crew. That's just not good. And with all 6 dice spent on the Mayhem Crew and 5 of the 6 spent for the Crawtoothers, the good captain himself is going to try to pull out the win. He'll spend 1 die to move, and he will attempt to rig the turret. If he does, they will score 2 points and take the win. If he does not, he and Dreyfus are both going to die. No pressure. Looking for 3 strikes. He gets it. Captain Crawtooth tears off the turret, adds it to the ever-mounting pile of weaponry on the end of his fishhook. The Mayhem Crew has to retreat. Absolute landslide there. 7 points to 1. But honestly, only 1 fatality, which is pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, your 2021 Wrecksmas Special champions, Captain Crawtooth and the Crawtoothers. So I hope you guys enjoyed that content. I will hang on to the Crawtoothers roster, and next year, they will have to defend themselves against a team, probably chosen by you guys from the collection. If you got any input or any thoughts on the episode or Riot Quest in general, throw them below. Otherwise, have yourself a wonderful Christmas. And as always, from us here at Budgies, thanks for watching.